Okay, so what's up everybody? Shaq, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be on how I got accepted into Morehouse College. A lot of people been asking me like, what did I do to get in, and like, what should they do to get in, and just like questions around that area. So hopefully this video answers everybody's questions. So okay, Morehouse wasn't my number one choice. I didn't know what Morehouse was. I never heard of a HBCU until my 12th grade year, around the time it was time to apply to colleges. So Morehouse wasn't my number one school. I always was saying that like I wanted to go to a PWI, and I wanted diversity and all of that. You know. So I was in a college program with my school. It was called College Maps, and they took us on trips. So they took us on trips, and we would like go to different schools, and they was like basically preparing us for the next step and getting us insight on the colleges that were in the neighborhood, because we wasn't traveling like out of state or none of that. And around this area is nothing like but PWIs. So we took a trip to Kutztown University, and on the trip I didn't see no African Americans. Like, I swear to God, like, I lie to you not, I didn't see anybody that was my skin color. I'm not saying like I have to, but like, you know, like you don't want to be the only African American going to your school, like. And I really didn't see any. I knew they went there because I had a performance at the school before, and I've seen them, but it was just like, where was they at? I didn't see anybody. I didn't like it just didn't feel at home, I guess you can say. Now, I couldn't imagine myself being at this school for the next 4 years, and I felt like, well, because of that, maybe let me try out a HBCU. And my best friend wanted to go to Spelman, and she was telling me about the school all the time and telling me how I should apply to Morehouse because it's right next door. And she was telling me how Spelman is all girls and Morehouse is all boys, and I'm like, all boys? Like, no, because I feel like I just had like all these negative thoughts in my head. I'm just like, that's out of the picture. So she's like, just give it a try. Go on YouTube, look it up on Google. A lot of well-known people have gone there, like actors and big people, let's say. And so I did, and when I got home I looked it up. After that night looking up I was up to like, I lied to you not, like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this is the school that I have to go to. So I looked up the tuition and all of that, and yes, Morehouse tuition is very extremely high. And no, I did not have that in my pockets. So what I was going to do was just apply to the school, because it was a chance that I might not even get in. So let me just see if I'm going to get in first, and then I'm going to work my way out from there. So the time came around to apply to schools or whatever, and I was told to fill out the application for Morehouse on a website called Common App, and it just had like, okay, so Common App is an easier way to apply to more than one school at one time. So you know how you have to go to this website to apply for this school, that website to apply to that school. Common App has a certain list of schools on the website, and then you like list what schools you want to apply to, and you fill out the same application for all of them, and you ship it off, and it's easy. So filled out the application. It was a long process. It was a very long process. I had a fee waiver for every school I applied to. I did get accepted to every school I applied to. So I wasn't worried about like no application fees or anything like that. I did my personal statement, because on Common App they ask you to do a personal statement. I did mine on my upbringing or something like that, and I sent it in. After that, on Twitter I just kept seeing like people putting hashtag Morehouse 20, we got accepted, and I was like, okay, I just put in my application, how were y'all getting accepted already? But come to find out, they were the people that did early action. Early action is when you apply to a school and you get the chance to be admitted to the school faster than the people who do regular admission. I push early admission. The earlier you do it, the better, and you even get like a better chance of getting into the school. My school personally, they said we weren't ready, so they didn't like let us do early admission. So we just did regular admission. So okay, so then the notification date for regular admission came, and I didn't get an email because they send you an email of them letting you know like, congratulations, you've been accepted to Morehouse College, blah, 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 all that. And I didn't get one. And I woke up early that day. I got on Twitter. I'm looking like, okay, this person got theirs, this person got theirs, where's mine? So I looked inside my email, I couldn't find it. So I kept calling the school. I'm calling them back to back to back. Nobody answered. Then somebody did answer. So then somebody finally answered, but they like the line just kept getting clicked off. I guess it was like a lot of confusion that day because a lot of people were calling, trying to find out whether they got accepted or not. So I emailed Daryl Isom and gave him a call, and I did get accepted. Come to find out, they just didn't send me my email, and it was weird because he said it was just sitting right there. He just didn't press send. So he sent it to me, and I was happy. So now on what I did to get into the school. So I'm lucky that I got into the school, I guess you can say, because I didn't know that I wanted to go there, so I didn't know what I had to work on to get into the school. It was like off of a whim. Like I found out I wanted to go to this school. I didn't work towards anything. I'm just like, if I make it, I make it. But I was like very, very involved. Let me start from the beginning. So in 10th grade, I was doing a lot in school. Like I was a part of my school's dance team, and I was the captain. I spoke at like events. I did a lot of community service because I was in a youth empowerment program called Role Models. It's called I Am a Role Model. It's located in Philadelphia, PA. It's a wonderful program. Like I swear that program has molded me into who I am today. I swear to God, I lie to you not. But that program, community service is mandatory. So I had a lot to put on my application. Schoolwork. I did all my schoolwork, like all my homework, straight A's. I was a straight A student my whole 11. See, that's another thing. Like a lot of people be thinking that like they only look at 11th. No, they look at 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. It starts at 9th grade, especially with your GPA, because if you start off with a low GPA in high school, like you're going to be struggling to get it up that whole time. And you don't want that. So like just do what you have to do as far as your schoolwork and homework, projects, all that, and you should be good. My GPA was a 3.6. I didn't get a scholarship. I wanted a scholarship real bad, but I didn't. What else? That was about it. Like I was just real involved, and I was very, very academically strong, I guess you can say. And when it comes down to admission to Morehouse, they don't just look at school. They look at everything. Like your personal statement, they look at that. They look at what you've done within your community. Like, okay, that's another thing. So with HBCUs, yes, a lot of us are very, very smart. Like you have to be smart to get into the school, of course. So they know that you're smart. They just want to know what can you do outside of being smart. They want to know if you can contribute to something bigger than just you and your family or you and yourself. They want to know if you can contribute to something bigger, like your community or another family, something, just something. And because I was in that youth empowerment program, and I feel like that was a big factor that played into me getting accepted into the school. Long story short, well, the story is already long, but if you do what I just said, like especially if you know that you want to go to Morehouse already, and you just watching this video trying to get that information that you needed to know, like what you had to do to get in, just follow everything I just said. Like be involved. I don't know if it's too late for you to be involved, but be involved. Do as much as you can right now. And it's the summertime, so I know y'all got time. Be involved. 12th grade year is going to be very, very stressful, but you gotta like stick it out like to the end. Keep your GPA high. Just be on, like you have to be on top, because this is like that moment that really like you start to question like yourself as far as like how old you are. You start to notice that you're transitioning from a child to an adult. Like, you have to, nobody's going to tell you do this, nobody's going to tell you fill out this application, nobody's going to like, you have to do it on your own. And a lot of it, like, I worked my 12th grade year, so I know y'all can do it, especially if you're not working. I was stressed out, yes I was, but I did it. But I did it. I'm sorry, I keep being interrupted, but, and I hope that don't take away from, like, my point of this video. I hope y'all grasped what I was trying to say. Just follow my rules, and you should be okay. Be on top of everything, and you should be good. There's no reason why you shouldn't. If you've done everything that I just said, then you should be okay. And if you got any more extra questions, because I feel like it's a lot that I didn't go over, you can always just comment under this video, or message me, whatever. You know, I got my social media on page somewhere. Like, oh yeah, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment. I need some type of feedback, negative and positive. I don't even care. Like, just comment. And tell your friends about it. But until next time.